Well, my kids are currently in the middle of a pretty nasty cold. So my son has requested mom to make him a yummy chicken soup. And that is what we are making today in our stove to just kind of lift everybody up and take away whatever diseases are floating around. Luckily, my husband and I are still healthy. So let's get this apron on and get started. All right, so what we're using for this chicken soup today, I have some chicken thighs thawing out. I wasn't planning on making this today, so I have some of these in the freezer. I'm gonna be using the chicken thighs instead of the chicken breast. I went outside and I harvested some of my fresh parsley and some fresh oregano. I'm gonna be using that. A little dash of pepper. One of these packets of cubitos en polvo, the Goya one. I love Goya. A little bit of minced garlic, maybe about a tablespoon or two. You can't go wrong with that. Some thyme, onion. I have about 3 potatoes here. I'm going to be using about 2 of these carrots peeled and diced. And then I got a couple stalks of celery, and I had this left over in my fridge from another thing I did. So I'm just going to add them to the soup as well. They're sliced pimientos, so I'm sure it'll be yummy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to this. Take the leaves of the oregano. I have this bowl here just for my scraps, and so I'm gonna be peeling the potatoes and the carrots. I'm just gonna be tossing my scraps in there so I can just toss it in the trash quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my potatoes. I always peel my potatoes backwards like this. My sister mentioned something one time. She was in my house. She was like, oh, that's how you peel your potatoes? And yeah, this is how I find them comfortable actually to peel them. If I try to peel them the other way, I almost feel like I'm gonna slice the finger off. So how about you guys? How do you peel your potatoes? Right, now I'm gonna do the same thing with my celery and my carrots. I think I'm going to use maybe, let me see how big these are. Not super big. Maybe one big one, and then one small one. I'm going to go and wash these off. All right, friends, so we are going to start by turning on our stove up to a medium low, and I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter in there, and that's because I'm going to be browning my meat first. All right, now that our butter is browned, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken thighs to the mix, and I'm just gonna brown them up just a little bit. For my chicken thighs, since I am all out of my favorite adobo, I'm going to be using this garlic salt on it, just sprinkling a little bit just for flavor on it. And then I'm going to add a wee bit of the pepper. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my veggies. I'm using here. my oregano and my parsley. Mix. 1 tablespoon of garlic, because in my book, you know, there's no such thing as too much garlic. So good. Move it all around. Now this is a little bit different than the way I make my chicken, like when it comes into the order of ways that I make my chicken, but it's the way I'm making it today. It's smelling so good already in here, guys. Woo. This is gonna be fantabulous. Just because I'm not gonna be using my typical adobo today. And I'm also going to be adding half a teaspoon of the thyme. Where does that thyme go? I'm gonna give everything another mixing. Letting my veggies just do a little bit of sweating. Potatoes to the mix, because this is going to be a very hearty soup. I'm not really going to add noodles to today's soup. I'm going to be serving it with a side of white rice. So I really don't need that much space for noodles. I just want this to be so hearty, full of nutrients, and just make everybody feel better. I almost forgot to add my pimientos. I'm gonna put that in there as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my water, my agua. I'm adding about 5 cups of water for right now, and my heat, my heat right now is about at a medium. In a little bit I might turn it up just a tad to let it come to a boil before I bring it back down to a simmer. All right, I'm gonna put my chicken bouillon in there. I'm gonna mix it. Make sure there's nothing in the bottom stuck, and doesn't feel like there's anything stuck in the bottom. Now I'm gonna bring the heat up to a medium high, and I'm going to let it come to a boil. At this point, I'm gonna add just a little dash of more salt, because I feel like it needs that. All right. Because I usually put adobo in there, and this time I didn't. So at this point, our soup has come to a full and complete boil, okay? I'm going to put the lid on my stove, and I'm gonna put my heat all the way down, the entire way on low, and I'm just going to let it do its thing and simmer maybe for about 25 to 30 minutes.
What is your favorite soup to enjoy when you're under the weather? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. Please remember to like and share, and if you're looking for another hearty soup to make in your Dutch oven, go ahead and click on this next video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!